Welcome to Divine Love Tarot. I want to thank you and welcome you to my channel, whether it's your first time here or you return viewer or subscriber. I hope that this message resonates and helps you in some way. If you find that it doesn't, just keep in mind that this is a general reading and they do not resonate for everyone. And you may want to check out your moon sign, your rising sign, or even your Venus sign, because sometimes those are more prominent in your chart. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get into your reading. Hey there, Pisces, and welcome to your February 2019 general reading for Divine Love with me. You already know who I am. I keep forgetting that there's an intro video, and I'm so used to doing the intro that sometimes I just want to get back into that. But guys, I'm getting back to doing generals. If you've been with this channel from the beginning, you know that I used to do general readings. And I don't know, I just got caught up in doing the love reading, so I've been asked, and I kept saying I was going to do it, but here we are doing it, okay? For the Chinese New Year, we're starting with the general readings again. Okay, so this is going to be a 5-card spread. Okay, I'm going to pull 4 cards, 4 weekly cards, and then 1 card that's going to be the overall energy for the month. All right, guys? And it doesn't matter that I'm putting these videos up a little bit late. Like, we're already in the first week. That's fine. It's fine. You'll still get an overview of the energy that you're dealing with for this month. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the reading. All right, the first card I'm going to pull is going to represent the energy that you're going to be dealing with this month, Pisces. And we've got the 10 of Wands in the reverse, okay? Put it up here. Next card is going to represent week 1. We've got the 4 of Cups in the reverse. Next card is going to represent week 2. We've got the Page of Cups. Next card is going to represent week 3. We've got the 2 of Wands. And then the last week of the month, we've got the Chariot, okay? And I'll be pulling clarifiers for each position. Right, so the main idea for the month of February, we've got the 10 of Wands in the reverse. So with the 10 of Wands in the reverse, it's about finding a way to release your burdens, okay? Lessen your burdens. Things that, you know, used to weigh you down, you're no longer allowing those. Responsibilities, you know, you've tackled them all, or at the very least, you're not letting them wear you out. Okay, the 10 of Wands can also indicate, you know, having a little bit more fun. Like if you've been very serious, you know, it's almost like lightening up. Okay, you know, for those of you who overextend yourselves doing lots of things for other people, this is you putting your foot down and saying, you know, no, I'm not going to overextend myself. I'm not going to wear myself out, not with my burdens, not with your burdens, not with anyone else's burdens, okay? So the 10 of Wands in reverse can also indicate a sense of freedom, okay? It's lightening the load. For some of you, you're going to be taking a break from something, okay? So let's go into the weekly cards to see what else is going on. All right, week 1, we've got the 4 of Cups in the reverse. So when I see the 4 of Cups in the reverse, I feel like this is a new outlook, okay? This is a new outlook. You're seeing things in a different perspective, okay? You're no longer taking things for granted, and that could be anything. You know, and once again, things that might have seemed like a burden to you previously, you're now recognizing where there may be opportunities, or you're recognizing ways that you can lighten the load, lighten things up. Okay, it's a new sense of direction. Let me go ahead and clarify this 4 of Cups, okay? And we get the Knight of Wands. All right, so when I see the Knight of Wands, that represents action to me, okay? The Knight of Wands is about creativity. For some of you, this may be an opportunity to travel. For some of you, this may be, not even an opportunity, but just, you know, recognizing that you have opportunities to travel, especially if that's something that you want to do. For others of you, I'm not going to ignore the fact that this could be a relationship situation. So for some of you, you're no longer going to either take someone who represents the Knight of Wands for granted, or this person is no longer going to take you for granted. All right. So if it's not a relationship, then I think it's really just about being free spirited, and being more passionate about the things that you do versus viewing them as a chore. Okay, which is the overall theme of the month. And when you get to that place where you're no longer feeling like you have to do something, and you're doing things because you love them, or you're finally doing things that you love, then it doesn't feel like work is a burden, right? They say if you're doing things you love, you never work a day in your life, right? Okay, so I'm going to pull another card for this first week. And we get the Six of Pentacles, okay? So also, it's about doing things in moderation, all right? When we see the Six of Pentacles, then this is about, learning how to give or receive. It's also about generosity. So for some of you, when we are less weighed down and burdened, maybe you've been too generous. Okay, and maybe now it's about being more discerning. Maybe now it's about not just giving everything away. Maybe if this is a situation where there is a person who, whether you took them for granted or they took you for granted, this is about balancing things out and no longer giving to someone who's just taking from you, and vice versa. Okay, moving on to the second week, we've got the Page of Cups, again with the creativity. Okay, the Page of Cups is about creativity. It's, for some of you, it's a new project. Okay, this can indicate volunteer work. This can indicate a lot of different things. Now, of course, the Page of Cups can represent emotional situations, emotional issues. For some of you, this may be not issues, factors. So for some of you, this could be a new love. This could be a new relationship. This could be the renewal of a relationship, where everything kind of feels like puppy love. I love that's the card for me, the puppy love card. Whenever I see the Page of Cups, I'm like, oh, it's that feeling. Also, some of you, like I said, this could be a new situation. So let's go ahead and clarify this Page of Cups, okay? What is this Page of Cups? Is it romance? Is it a new project? Is it your creativity? What is it? Okay? And we get the Knight of Swords in the reverse. So what the heck is that? What the heck is that, Pisces? So the Knight of Swords in the reverse can represent someone who is cruel, someone who is manipulative. So, I'm tending to lean towards relationship situation here. Let me go ahead and pull another card, because it seems like, Pisces, that, you may have been giving to someone who is just taking from you, whether this person's using you or whether this person is taking advantage of, your honesty or your sincerity with them, or just the fact that you have feelings for them. Okay, so we clarify this Knight of Wands. Yeah, it could be someone from your past, someone that you are emotionally connected to, someone that you have children with, okay? So, be careful if there is someone, if you know someone who is trying to take advantage of you. I think that this is going to be the time where you don't feed into that anymore, and I think this person's going to react to that in a negative way, and they may even impress upon you the connection, the years, the past, the nostalgia of it all. But at the end of the day, they're still manipulative, they're still a user, and they may come in very passionately in the first week of the month. They may come towards you like, oh, I've recognized where I've made mistakes and I'm going to change. And then, when they realize that you're not just giving, or you're not going to give to them again, then the next week, I think they turn up the manipulative heat, okay? By the third week, there's some decisions that need to be made here with the Two of Wands, okay? It could be multiple decisions. It could be one decision, I should say. But the Two of Wands is about making a choice. For some of you who are traveling, you're actually going to be making travel plans, okay? So for some of you, during that third week of the month or at any point during the month, you might be planning a trip or, discussing going away. Especially, it's February, so everybody's making plans for spring break or making plans for the summer, okay? Also, for some of you, you're waiting on something. You're waiting on the results of something, okay? So for some, it may be the results of this person's actions that we were discussing before. For some of you, it may be results of whatever creative project that you've started. If those of you who have started something new creatively, then, you're wanting to see, the results of it, okay? So let's go ahead and clarify this Two of Wands, okay? And we get the Wheel of Fortune. Interesting. So the Wheel of Fortune is a good sign. It's a good sign. And it's saying basically that whatever decision, if it is a choice or decision that you make, it's definitely going to be not only a good decision, but something that's going to probably impact you for going forward, okay? This is going to be a turning point. For some of you, you may be taking a risk by making this decision, okay? So for some of you, it may be the choice to travel to some place that is exotic or someplace that, is maybe a bit of a risk. For others of you, you may be dealing with someone who's a Sagittarius. So maybe you're going to be traveling with a Sagittarius, or maybe this person who has come in that you're dealing with is a Sagittarius. Okay, but for others of you, this Wheel of Fortune can indicate that if there is a decision that needs to be made, or if you're waiting on something, whatever it is that's going on, it's going to be successful. It's going to be positive, okay? When the wheel is in the upright, the changes are good changes. The changes are changes that you welcome, okay? In the reverse, we can deal with changes also, but sometimes they're a little bit bumpier, a little bit harder to deal with, all right? So let's go ahead and clarify this Wheel of Fortune, not the Wheel of Fortune, the Two of. And for some of you, you have multiple options, okay? With this Five of Wands here, for some of you, there may be lots of challenges. For some of you, you may welcome the challenges, especially, if good things are happening, good changes are happening for you. There may be people around you who, don't necessarily know how to handle, that. And it's just a part of life, okay? It just happens. When even the people you least expect sometimes, they're used to you being you where you're at. And so when you start making changes or making moves for yourself in a positive way, especially if that includes cutting other people off or not overextending yourself to help other people, then they're going to respond to it. And there may be conflicts and challenges. They may present challenges to you because they see that, oh my God, we can't rely on this person anymore. This person's not just going to be here for us when we need them, or, I can't use this person. This person's not allowing me to use them anymore. So for some of you, you may be dealing with conflicts that. For some of you, the direction that you're going in is just going to be challenging. It's a little bit harder than you're used to. And there's nothing wrong with that, okay? Change is change. And depending on the kind of personality you are, some people always find change difficult. Some people welcome change. So if you're just the kind of person that, isn't one that loves change, then it may be some difficulty for you there, but nothing that you're not going to be able to handle. Okay, now rounding out the month, we've got the Chariot. So the Chariot is about taking things in a new direction, but with strategy, okay? It's not just about going off like the fool. The Chariot is about really sitting back and looking. And so for some of you, you're really embarking on a new journey. You're really embarking in a new direction that you are focused on, that you're thinking about. This is not just by chance anymore. For some of you, yes, you're going to get a lot of good luck. You're going to get good luck, and people around you are going to be amazed at it. But at the same time, I think that's more luck pushing you in the direction that you want to go, not just luck coming along and blowing you somewhere and you landing somewhere really great, okay? For some of you, you may be dealing with a Cancer, all right? But if that's not the case, then again, with the Chariot, it's about action. It's about change, okay? Some of you may be getting a new car, okay? let's go ahead and clarify that. It could be something as simple as, yeah, I'm getting a new car at the end of the month. Especially for my, February Pisces, you might be buying a new car for your birthday. All right, so let's go ahead and clarify what's going on with this Chariot card. Okay, and we get the Six of Wands in the reverse. All right, interesting, because the Six of Wands in the reverse represents a bit of stagnation, okay? So, maybe if you're being very cautious, that might stagnate you a little bit if you're spending too much time thinking and not enough time doing, all right? But also the Six of Wands in the reverse is about maybe wanting to give up. So say you make a decision to do something and it doesn't quite look like what you expected it to look like from the beginning, then you may feel like giving up, okay? But again, if you do things with caution, you have less likely, not to say that you won't fail or that we won't ever fail, but being careful, right, lessens the risk, right? So here you are ready to take a risk, but maybe you need to be a little bit more cautious because you don't want to fail and you don't want something that's going to ruin this confidence that you're trying to develop, or not even if it is developed, you don't want anything like kind of stabbing your ego, so to speak, okay? Also with the Six of Wands in the reverse, this is about failure, retreating after failure, wanting to give up because you feel like you failed, okay? So let's go ahead and clarify this. And we get the King of Wands, okay? So I think you're going to bounce back. You're definitely going to bounce back, and you're not going to allow anything to upset you. For those of you that are dealing with the Sagittarius person, I think this person's going to be there to help you. So I don't think there's anything to worry about it. So I think that, this month is all about you stepping out, making changes, and you're going to realize who the people are that have your back, the people who are there to help you, the people who are there to boost your confidence, and the people who are just there to take from you. All right, Pisces. So that has been your general reading. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you at the next reading. Bye, guys.